Hello, Kathleen.
Hi, Lulu.
I met Kathleen. Kathleen comes to my Healthy Food, Healthy Life meetings on Thursday nights. She's been there since day one.
Yep.
Day one, which is about not quite a year and a half ago. Is that about right?
Yeah, we're almost a year and a half.
Almost
ago.
a year and a half, yeah.
Yeah.
And how much weight have you lost?
About 70 pounds.
About 70 pounds. Yeah. So.
But that's just been one of the blessings.
One of the blessings.
Is
Oh,
the
there's
weight.
more? There's
Yeah.
more?
Just the life.
Just the life. Yeah.
Life, the life that we gain.
Exactly. Yep, exactly. So we just went for a long walk. It was just lovely. And somebody asked if we were sisters. Somebody called us twins. And I thought if Laura was here, oh God, we'd be triplets. Because everyone asked me if Laura's my sister. So yeah, when she got out of the car, I was like, look at you, you're so skinny. We were hugging each other. It was like, you're so skinny. I was like, you're skinny too, yeah. It just feels good to just be in a normal sized body.
It's amazing.
Yeah, it is. It's a good feeling.
It's wonderful.
Yeah, it just feels really healthy. It feels...
life is easier.
Life is easier, yeah. It's really hard carrying around that weight.
It is.
It is hard, yeah.
And fitting in everywhere.
Yeah.
You don't have to think about that
Right,
anymore.
right.
Yeah.
So here we are. We're about to have lunch. I have, surprise, surprise, I have a big ass salad, just the usual veggies and chicken and sweet potato. And what do you got?
I have a cold cooked salad.
Cold cooked salad. So what's in that?
It's got 4 ounces of cooked chicken, 4 ounces of cooked red potato, 12 ounces of steamed broccoli and tomato sauce. I don't always do the 16 ounces. A ½ ounce of olive oil, vinegar, salt and pepper. And I'm on maintenance. I've been on maintenance for about 6 months, which means I have a grain at lunch as well as breakfast
and I have
dinner.
a grain at lunch too.
And I've been maintaining my weight for at least 6 months.
Nice.
Yeah.
You just do the same thing. To maintain, you just do the same thing. You follow a food plan that has boundaries around food, because clearly from our past we're not really certain about those boundaries.
Right.
So it's kind of I had to just fire myself from the job of I know how much to have. No, I don't know how much to have.
Yeah.
So that's why I keep weighing and measuring.
That's been huge, is the weighing.
Cheers.
All right,
But you got it all figured out.
So far I've been doing good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And every month you weigh in, you're in your range.
Mm-hmm.
So
I've stayed within 2 pounds.
Yep.
I might go up 2 pounds or I might go down 2 pounds.
Yep. That's why we have a 5-pound range, just for that reason.
I stay right in that range. Yeah. Your chicken?
Yep. I got my chicken, sweet potato, and all my salad stuff.
Coleslaw. Mm-hmm.
Coleslaw, carrots, cuke, avocado, broccoli sprouts, nori sheets, tomatoes. It was all out of radish, so there's no radish, but
I like radish.
delish.
Well, it looks even more delicious in person.
Does it? So
Yeah.
So we're at Smithfield Town Commons in Smithfield, North Carolina. And you said you're about an hour and a half from here?
Yeah, I'm an hour and a half east.
Yeah. Thank you for traveling out to 95 to meet me.
Yeah. Well, thank you for meeting up.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, this is great. And I did come a little early so I could kind of scout around the town, which was nice.
So you've never been to Smithfield before?
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
This is the exit when we're heading north from where we live. We would come east and get on at Smithfield to go north 95.
Okay.
So I've passed through it a few times, but
Yeah.
never stopped.
Cool. So how long have you lived in North Carolina?
13 years.
13 years.
Came from Cape Cod, Massachusetts.
Oh.
Grew up in Boston,
Yep.
which is kind of one of the things that drew me to your videos when I heard her talk, and I was like,
Yeah.
oh my God, she talks like me.
And when she joined the Healthy Food, Healthy Life group, when she started talking, I was like, oh, I know where you're from.
Yeah.
Wherever I go, everyone knows where I'm from. You too?
Mm-hmm.
You haven't lost your accent, really.
No, I'm really Boston.
I like my Boston
I like
accent.
Boston.
I mean, I don't think I have an accent. Everybody else does.
Exactly. Getting used to the weather here has been, you know, it can get really hot in the summer. But, you know, you either get hot in the summer or you have blizzards in the winter, so it's trade-off.
Right. Today is a gorgeous day.
This is perfect.
Yeah, I mean, it's warm in the sun. We were just walking and I was really working up a sweat, but
There's a nice breeze.
nice breeze, and we found this little shady spot to have lunch. It's just perfect.
It is perfect.
I'm so grateful to be here with you.
I'm so grateful too. Yeah, it's wonderful.
You had property in Massachusetts and North Carolina for many years before you did
Yeah.
full-time here.
We bought the house in 2005 in North Carolina and still had the house on the Cape, and came back and forth twice a year
Oh.
for several weeks for 7 years. And,
Okay.
and we would drive straight through.
Really?
Yeah. But I haven't driven back several years. Now I fly. Just
Yeah.
rent a car.
So when you go back, what do you go back for?
I still have family there.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Yep. Like siblings?
I have two sisters. One lives in Marshfield,
Yeah?
right on the beach, which is nice. I spend a week with her in September. And then one lives in Salem.
Okay.
There was 9 of us.
9?
Yeah. I'm the youngest. So just 3 of us left.
You're the youngest of 9? Wow. And there's 3 left? Goodness.
Just the 3 girls left.
Wow.
And I still have cousins, you know.
Yeah.
I had a lot of cousins.
How was that? How was that growing up in a family that big?
Pretty chaotic.
I bet it was.
It's hard to get enough food.
But you managed?
Somehow I managed. Yeah, it was pretty chaotic, but, you know.
But I mean, just like having all those sisters,
Oh.
it must have been great.
Oh, my 4 sisters, yeah. I had 4 sisters.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That was awesome. They always took care of me. Yeah,
Oh,
that was really nice.
that is nice.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that breeze is so
Beautiful
nice.
breeze.
So we have a lot of new faces on Thursday night.
Oh, that is so wonderful.
A lot of people that are,
That is so wonderful.
they just want it bad. Some
Yeah.
some are doing it, some are struggling. But you know, if they just keep coming back, if they just keep coming.
There's a few that used to come that I don't see anymore, and I miss them.
Yep.
And I hope they come back.
Yeah.
But it's wonderful to see the new people and speaking up.
Yeah.
Often I comment on it during the meeting that I'm grateful for the new people that speak up, and I think that's very important to at least say hello and say your name,
Yeah.
even if it's hard, because that is your first step for acknowledging who you are and how you're going to change. Like, to speak up to our group and get
Yeah.
the support, because as you go on, you'll see how we speak up when we go places and we have our food,
Right.
or we have to speak up for an accommodation that we need.
Right. So learn how to speak up
Just
in the
learn-
meetings.
Learn
yes.
how to speak up in the meetings among
Yeah.
friends. Just say hello,
Right. Right.
and that's, to me, that was a big step for me.
Yeah.
That was like the first step in feeling comfortable to just say hello. And acknowledge that I'm part of the group and I'm going to get support from this group.
Yeah. And the minute you unmute and introduce yourself and say hello and tell us a little bit about yourself,
It changes.
it says I want to be a part of this group. Yeah.
It really makes a difference inside yourself.
Yeah. It does.
That community is really important.
It is. And we have such lovely people.
Beautiful. Anyway, one of the things I think is important too, even if people are struggling, to talk about it, because it helps people kind of problem solve.
Yeah, and then you're talking about the problem all the time and the struggle all the time, and then one day you're either going to say, the hell with this, and then leave, and then God bless you. I think what happens to some people, it's just like, enough. I don't want to keep talking about how I can't do it. I want to just do it. Like, just do it.
Yeah.
And then you just, you got to listen to yourself sometimes. You just need to keep listening to yourself, and you're like, nope, I don't want this narrative anymore.
Yeah. The day it changes is the day you decide to change it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you just figure it out.
Bye-bye now.
Yeah, you just figure it out.
Yeah, you just got to make it a priority.
Some people have families, and I cook for my husband that, wants different food than me. That's fine. Sometimes we eat together, and sometimes he has his own thing. It works.
Yeah.
Like, some people can think that that's going to be a hindrance because I have to cook for my husband, or
Yeah.
we eat all our meals together. You make what you make, and then if you want some, you can have some.
Yeah.
Or
Right.
else you can accommodate them if you can make something
Yeah.
else. Like, I make salads. I'll make a couple ahead because I work. Grab them to go to work. And then I'll make my husband this size.
Did you say you work? Where do you work? I didn't know you worked.
I do.
Oh.
I am a caregiver, and I'm also an end-of-life doula.
Oh.
I work with hospice. Yeah.
Really? So do you work, well, not every day.
I have a client that I work with right now. She's transitioning into assisted living. So the family has me go, and I take her out. She loves to walk. She's was a very athletic woman. She's got dementia.
Oh.
But she loves to walk. So I go and walk and help her get her lunch and stuff like that. So I do it several days a week.
So just for a walk and lunch, or not the whole day?
No, sometimes I do. Like if she was in the hospital or she was sick, like if I'm available, I help out.
Yeah.
But it's more like I give them the days I'm available, and
Right. And then the family fills in.
yeah, they
Okay.
fill in.
Yeah.
Or they hire somebody else.
And then what organization do you work with for the end of life thing?
It's my own. Yeah, I just I've done the proficiency for being an end of life doula.
Oh, okay.
So it's not just about being with dying people, but it's people that want to plan for how the end of their life will go, like getting rid of their things maybe, or maybe setting up helping them figure out their paperwork or their finances, or downsizing a house. Or it could be if they're actually sick and they need to transition into hospice or care or something like that.
Yeah.
So
And how do they find you? Like, are you online?
I am, but people, it's word
of mouth? So
Yeah.
everyone knows. Kathleen
Yeah,
is the doula.
yeah.
Is that how you say it, doula?
Doula.
Yeah.
It's end of life doula. But I enjoy it very much.
You enjoy it, so you don't want to retire.
No. Well, I am retired. I'm retired from the state of Massachusetts. But
What did you do in the state of Massachusetts?
I was in Cape Cod Community College, information technology, but I was in workforce development.
Oh.
And then we had bought the place in North Carolina, so it was time to retire. So I retired.
So you're really retired. This is something you...
It's just, I enjoy it.
Yeah.
It brings in a little extra money.
Yeah.
It gets me in town. Yeah, it's just enough.
And it's not like a huge time commitment.
No. And it's not, I do as much as I'm comfortable with.
Yeah.
and I enjoy it.
Yeah. Are you ever there for people transitioning to death?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And how does that experience feel? I would imagine that that it's not sad. I think it's I just have it in my mind that it's going to be like the most amazing journey. I'm not in any rush to experience it, but I know when my time comes, it's going to be, that transition is going to be lovely. I just really believe that.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe that somebody that's right there, right, minutes away from it, I imagine that to just be, for you, especially not being the person that's going to be lost without this person.
Mm-hmm.
The family members, I know, it's less really about that person that's going or the people that are suffering behind. That's where the real suffering is. But I imagine it to be just a very spiritual moment. Does that feel like that for you?
Oh yeah.
Oh, tell me about it. Tell me about it. I mean, I just imagined it.
Yeah, no, it's very, from what I've experienced, and usually it's with somebody with hospice, so it's peaceful.
Yeah.
And they just kind of go to sleep. But to me, I've gotten something back from everybody that I've been with that has died.
Yeah.
It's an honor.
Yeah.
It's really an honor, and you feel that gift of.
So does it feel like an honor because it feels like it's a
very private moment.
Right, and it's a very special moment.
It's very special.
It's very special. I would imagine that it's very special.
And to watch somebody and
Yeah.
to know that they're going to take their last breath.
Yeah.
And the family wanted you there, which is
Yeah.
is huge
Yeah.
because you bring some kind of a comfort to them.
Right. You're a very comforting person.
Oh, thank you.
You are. It's just just your voice, and you're just very kind, and just even on the Zoom meetings, just always.
That's so nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I can see you being really good at that.
Yeah.
And bringing comfort to those people.
Yeah, and I just try and you have to kind of take in the energy of the room.
Right. Yep.
Sometimes people want you to do more. Some people want you to just be there. But yeah, I consider it an honor that a family would. It's very private.
Yeah.
And
emotional.
And emotional.
Yeah.
And that they would want me there is. Yeah. And also too, to just for someone to say, oh, that's okay. This is the steps. If their breathing changes or something changes, and they can feel alarmed. No, that's
normal.
That's
so you know all that. You know exactly what's normal.
Yeah.
And you can just
this
pretty
is
much.
normal, and there's not suffering.
And is it pretty much consistent with everybody? The way that the breathing changes and different things that are leading up to the actual death, are they pretty consistent with everybody?
Yeah, from my experience.
Yeah. Or I wondered if it depended on what they're dying of.
Yeah, and it depends if they're being kept comfortable. Like I have not experienced anyone that was not being kept comfortable.
Being medicated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's not, but it's not overly medicated, but they're very just relaxed.
They're just comfortable.
And they're going to sleep. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I've been told, that I just have a calming force. Or
yeah, and your voice. Your voice is just.
It's going to be okay.
Yeah.
It's going to be okay. Yeah.
I'd be in there like, all right, everybody.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, well, that's what I do.
Yeah, that's very interesting. And I could see just doing it on your own schedule, when you're available.
Yeah.
Is caretaking for people.
Yeah.
And doing the end of life things. What a lovely life.
Oh, no, I find it very rewarding.
I would think so.
And I will say, though, that if somebody is at the end of their life, or they have to go into the hospital, or they're in a very critical situation, then my schedule changes. I'm there.
Oh, okay.
For the people I've worked with, I have a bond with them, and I've told them I'll be there.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know.
You'll change the schedule.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh, good.
I'm there.
That's nice.
You know, you're not going to go through this alone.
Yeah.
And so far, I've been able to do that.
Mm.
You know, I'm pretty free to put in long hours or stay late. And
Yeah.
If they need me there.
Because you just don't know how it's going to go.
Yeah.
And when. And
Yeah.
Just kind of like almost like having a baby.
It's
just
very
like
similar.
Yeah. Whereby, you know, I don't know when it's going to come, and I don't know how long it's going to take to come out, but
Yeah. You know what's coming.
the schedules need to be rearranged with doctors and everything. It's just like, here I come,
Yeah.
you know? So it's kind of like the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just coming into the world and leaving the world physically,
Yes.
just really physically. I just believe that spiritually and energetically, they've really gone nowhere.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
Yeah.
They're here. They're here, they're there, they're everywhere. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. The mysteries of life.
Yeah.
I feel like it's a mystery to absolutely everybody, and we can all have our own ideas of what we think. And, you know, you can think of it to be an awful, empty experience, or you can think of it as being like an amazing, beautiful journey. And I like to think whatever feels more pleasant, you know?
Yeah. So that's
Very nice. I love it.
That's that.
I didn't know that about you.
I know. How
Yeah.
about that, huh?
You know, I've known you for a year and a half.
Well,
and
we talk mostly on the group about, and I will say this about, when I talked about how my schedule can get chaotic, at times doing the food has become a challenge, because sometimes
Yes.
I go to the emergency room with somebody, and I spoke about that in one of the meetings, that I ended up being there for 24 hours with the person. And I did go to the cafeteria and find things that I could do, but it can be thrown off. But I've never gone off,
Yeah.
you know, plan.
Right.
But I do that, like even that meal I had today in the freezer. Now I have stuff like that in the freezer, so if I'm running out,
Yeah.
I can just throw my cooler, and so
Yeah.
I can be gone for a long time if I have to be.
You in those containers.
Yeah.
Kathleen is the one that turned me on to these Rubbermaid Brilliance containers that I rave about all the time. You talked about them on one of the meetings,
Yeah.
and you were like, these are just the best containers. They seal up really tight, and they have like a rubber seal. And I was like, oh, she just raved about them like a couple of times, and I was like, you know, I think I'm going to try those. And I tried them, and I am hooked.
They're the best.
They're the best.
Yeah, and this one here, like I can make that smaller one. I can make a bunch of meals, and they're all labeled, and I can just grab stuff out.
Yeah.
Yeah, my freezer is just packed with them. You know,
Yeah.
I love them.
So if you're going to the emergency room like that, you don't know that you're going to be gone 24 hours, but could you just like take a few of them in case?
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah.
If I know that, you know, usually you have an idea that someone's not doing well, and it might turn
Yeah.
into that.
And then you just grab
And I
grab
just
and
I
go.
grab my cooler.
And now on maintenance, all your lunches and dinners are the same.
Yeah.
The same.
Yeah.
It's the same for me. My
Yeah.
lunches and dinners are the same weights and measures of everything.
Yeah.
So they're interchangeable. So
Yeah.
you just have all those meals and
Yeah. I can just
Yeah.
grab something.
yeah.
Or else I, you know, can go to the cafeteria if I have to.
Yeah.
Which I, you know, have done before.
And just find a salad.
And just
some-
find a salad.
Yeah.
Eat 2 of them. And
Two of them, exactly. Yeah. One salad is never enough.
yeah.
Cool.
So,
Very good. What do you got? Tea?
iced tea.
Iced tea.
Salada
Salada?
from Boston.
Salada tea?
I buy a case of it at a time. They don't sell salada down here.
Really?
Yeah. My mother was a salada. Like, that's what we always had in the house, was salada. So I buy a case of it. I buy 10 100-pound boxes. Salada is stronger.
Oh, is it?
It's more like the Irish.
Oh. And you don't steep it? You just put it in cold water
Yeah, I just put it in water and leave it in the car.
and put it in the
Down
sun?
here, everything.
Oh.
You don't even have to have it in the sun. It just heats up in the car.
The cooked meal that I have every day, I usually make it like an hour before, throw it on the dashboard.
Yeah.
And in an hour, it's hot. It's a hot meal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all you have to do.
Yeah.
You could fry your eggs up there too if you had to.
Yeah, it's time to get out of this heat.
Oh yeah.
Time to get out of this heat.
Yeah.
It was really nice visiting with you, Kathleen.
I enjoyed it very
I'm
much.
so grateful. I'm so grateful that you came and met me.
I'm grateful.
No, I'm grateful.
No, I'm grateful.
No, I'm grateful. See, you got the nice, sweet voice. No, I'm grateful. And I'm like, no, I'm grateful. No, I'm grateful. That's why you're the doula.
Well, you've changed my life. Thank you.
Oh,
You've showed me how to, for me, to change my life.
yes.
You showed me how to do it, and I followed.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm so happy for you. Do you mind telling me the ways that your life has changed?
Oh, wow. I learned to speak up more for myself.
Yeah.
I learned to know what I needed.
Mm.
I didn't really know that before.
And that it's not selfish to think about
Nope.
that. Yeah.
Nope. I sleep better. I have way more energy. I don't have regrets at the end of the day of how I didn't do the things I wanted to do in the morning when I got up.
Mm.
Now I go to bed grateful that I took good care of myself, you know? And I really appreciate that it's been very noticeable to the people in my life. Like my husband really often thanks me for taking such good care of myself.
Oh, how nice, huh?
He's so happy to see that I'm happy and I'm feeling better. I can be more available. I'm not always trying to just survive and get through the day.
Yeah, because that gives off an energy, and
It
so
gives
you
off
get this.
a bit. You just
yeah.
shut down, and
Yeah.
I'm not like that anymore.
Oh, that's
you
so
know?
nice.
Yeah, more
You're
clear.
just very, very aware and in tune with your body.
Yeah,
and with
very
yourself.
aware. And I've learned to just to size up a situation. Like one thing you've taught us about going somewhere with our food. Like I can go into a place and I can take up the space that I need and feel okay. This is my space here that I need, and I can feel okay rather than going in and trying not to make a scene or be hide.
Yeah.
But I can just come in and be comfortable, like probably a lot of other people always have been, and I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
You know, to just say, oh, this is what I need, or if I want to rest, I can say that I need to take a rest now. You know, so it's just more coming in tune with my body, of just taking care of it and seeing how grateful it is and how happy it is to just be fed on time with good food.
Yeah.
And that it can anticipate
Yeah.
that it's going to continue to be fed.
Yeah. And when you're just always putting healthy options in your body all the time, you get results.
Yeah, you just feel better.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
That's just that brightness. You have like a brightness.
Yeah.
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 I kind of feel it like right behind my eyes. I just feel like behind my eyes is like how I kind of take in the world, and there's just a brightness and a comfort
Yeah.
that I can just feel.
You just feel comfortable in your skin. Like I feel comfortable to just be in my skin. You know.
Yeah.
And I don't feel like I'm taking up too much space, but I feel like I have a right to take up space.
Yes.
You know.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe when I was really large, I didn't feel comfortable because I was taking up too much space, or I wanted to hide. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. But that changed. Like
Yeah.
I can just go into a place and feel more comfortable.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Give me 5.
It's been good. It's been really good.
Life is good.
Life is really good.
Every day I'm dancing, and that's just how it goes. I'm so glad to be here. Another day on this good